Countdown set for kickoff here at Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. The sun has arrived, as has Osceola aboard Renegade. Hard to imagine there's a better way to kick off a college football Saturday than the flaming spear in midfield here at Bobby Bowden Field. The tomahawk chop is very much back in vogue, RG3, as this Knowles team has their eyes set, as we said and you said, on a potential berth in the college football playoff.
Yes, they do, and it all starts with Jordan Travis. They morphed this offense to be around his best skill set, and they have seen positive.
That would be on that list. LaQuint Allen is his running back, and he goes down for a 5. Already down to 8. Designed rollout for Schrader. To the sideline, incomplete. Hatcher in motion. Schrader, long throw to the sideline. And Fentrell Cypress.
It is one of the best in the country, even though they've struggled the past 2 weeks in ACC play, and just play for the next down.
Just getting it away is Stonehouse. Keon Coleman from the 22. Going to try to use his speed to get outside. Set up for return.
People need to pay attention to him as a thrower. He always throws the ball to what seems like the right spot.
Without Johnny Wilson today. And looking at a 5-man rush to start, but on target. First catch of the game and a gain of 11.
He is a great football player, and there's something to say about that. I liken him to a guy like Brock Purdy, who is having extreme success with the San Francisco 49ers right now.
Bobbling the football is Travis, but he maintains his composure and dives ahead. Trey Benson tries to move the pile, ends up about a yard. Andre Adelson wrote it about how he almost quit football, and now he finds Jaheim Bell for a 3rd down.
Saw that completion to Jaheim Bell. I know they're happy to have him back and contributing in a big way, and we'll continue to tell the Jordan Travis story after this play.
They'll go empty as Florida State across the 50. Again, a 5-man rush. Seam shot. Coleman. One-handed grab. Keon Coleman climbs the ladder. And it's a Florida State first down to the 22. A gain of 27. It doesn't get prettier than that.
Oh, my Lord. Watch this throw. And Keon Coleman's going to say, I don't need 2 hands. I just need 1. Get out of here, little boy, as he catches that over Jason Simmons Jr. Woo, what a highlight catch that was.
The crowd buzzing from that Keon Coleman catch as Florida State with a first down at the Syracuse 22. Screen. Coleman gets a block. Lost the football. It skirts free along the sideline. Still loose. And who has it? It looks Trey Benson that hustled over and recovered the fumble. And now we're going to have replay involved. As we will.
Hand snaggeroni. You know what they say about big hands, Bob, right? Big gloves and a great catch radius.
That's exactly what they say.
That's exactly what
Might get that crocheted into a pillow. 2nd down and 11 at the 23-yard line. A loss of 1 after that play is Travis on a rollout. Checks it down, and there's
cool. On the basketball court, this guy was at Michigan State playing football and basketball. They're going to move him around a ton today. And 4 catches already on the first drive. You already know he's a big part of their offense.
Philly. First down and more to the 5. First and goal.
That he can run in between the tackles, but right there, he shows you just how dynamic he can still be on the edge.
9th play of the drive, first and goal. Travis, low snap, scoops it up. He'll try to do it himself, and he's across. Florida State opens with a touchdown.
Well, that's the 2nd time we've seen a bad snap force Jordan Travis not to panic and get vertical with the ball. You see it right here, a little low, bobbles it, doesn't get a chance to make quite the right read, and then he just gets vertical for that 2-yard touchdown. What a drop. 9 plays, 80 yards, 4 minutes and 19 seconds. Listen, Florida State, like you said in the open, Bob, look like they're back.
When Jordan Travis threw a touchdown pass in overtime against Clemson a couple of weeks ago, he broke the all-time touchdown responsible for record at Florida State, and he just keeps adding to it. 5 for 5, 56 yards. And the highlight reel moment moment of this drive, climbing the ladder, was Keon Coleman.
Yes, it was. Look at that. What a grab. And then they finish it off with a touchdown. Doesn't matter about the mistake.
All packed O'Campbell Stadium today to watch the Noles take an early 7-0 lead. And it will come. Well, we'll see how long that lasts. Can Garrett Schrader engineer a drive here on a dive ahead by LaQuint Allen Jr. for a gain of a... Schrader again in the shotgun with Allen to his right. 2nd down and 8. Quarterback run. Schrader delays a bit, allows the blocks to... 3rd down and 1. LaQuint Allen breaks a tackle. He's got the 1st down and more. Allen again. Not much there on the cutback.
And then Green is go as fast as you possibly can. I think they want to temper the storm, and as like they told us, they just want to hold serve here in the 1st half.
Here comes a blitz. And the blitz gets home.
Alfred involved in this offense. He's down here at the bottom of your screen, the big, tall, lanky receiver.
Stacked. Schrader looks that way with a pump fake and a deflected ball.
Have to give him an opportunity to go up and make that 50-50 ball catch so you can get your offense rolling.
Wobbly kick to the sideline. Stays in bounds and now hops out.
Yes, he does. Like I said in the open, he's the peanut butter, but those guys are the jelly, and together they make it all happen.
Play action. Thrown behind.
Single mother, 1 of 5 kids, and when you look at where he is on draft boards, picking football was the right decision.
Yeah, he probably will be able to provide that family support as Travis spins out of trouble. Rifles one to the sideline, and that's broken up in 10. But I agree with Chris. I think he made the right choice.
If his coach is saying that he was that good at basketball, let me tell you guys, I'd have picked basketball over football 100% of the time.
3rd down and 10. Travis tucks it down. Dodging tacklers, and Syracuse will get a stop.
Very famous, Charlie Ward, who was an amazing Heisman Trophy winning quarterback that played basketball and ended up playing in the NBA. So for Keon Coleman, maybe that dream's not quite dead, but he does look to be a 1st-round draft pick in the NFL.
Alex Mastromano leads the ACC in average yards per punt. This one's not going. Charlie Ward has his number up in the Ring of Honor here at Doak. 1st down, LaQuint Allen. Through traffic. Production from last year this season. 3 career 100-yard rushing games. 2 of those this season. Schrader, quarterback draw. He won't get back to the 3rd down and 6. Blitz coming. 1-on-1 out on the edge. Incomplete. Damian Alford.
Very nice covers there in the end.
Syracuse punting for the 3rd time. Much better kick this time from Stonehouse. Coleman, returnable from just inside the 20. Bouncing around, and eventually goes down at the 19-yard line as we go back to Kevin again. Offense for Florida State with a 7-0 lead. Wide receiver screen. That's Jaheim Bell and the tight end.
Mold, the guys that can really spread out a defense and can do multiple things in the pass game.
C.J. Campbell Jr. springs free. Brought down at the 47 of Florida State.
He finishes the rest right there. You saw all those offensive linemen turning their guys because they're trying to seal them off from being able to get to the running back.
Play action. Travis, he wants a seam shot to Bell, and it's incomplete.
Don't lead him too far down the field.
And talking to Alex Atkins, the offensive coordinator, he expects some 0 blitz once Florida State moves down the field. Slant, in stride, carry on Williamson, 1st down, and then some.
Out of him in this game because they don't have Johnny Wilson, the Birdman, playing, and he's showing that he's ready to produce today.
Trey Benson follows his blockers, but Syracuse does a good job.
It certainly popped, and it's part of what Alex Atkins talked to us about. This offense hasn't truly got going yet, and we'll talk about that a little bit more after this play.
Travis wants to flip the screen left and does. Marquiston Douglas Only manages 3
together. It's been one guy shining, not all of them together. So they want to get everyone working on the same page at the same time.
Florida State, one last snap before the end of the quarter, and Travis running for his life. Throws it away. Extend their lead to 10-0. Ryan Fitzgerald from 48. Number 15 all-time at FSU, and points scored. And he converts it.
They're down by 10. If they can put the running game together, they can kind of climb back into it.
Well, their defense has gotten a couple of stops.
No, there was no arguing.
I think his players sense the same thing. Little tight end tunnel screen. And that is good for
runner. He was dynamic, so he's still working out how to run routes and get open. But when he does get the ball in his hands, they do believe he can be a dynamic weapon for them.
A Quint Allen.
Peanut butter guy.
Some early interesting scores in college football as the Quint Allen
has not been able to do that.
Syracuse needs a third down conversion here. The blitz on the way. One-on-one. A Quint Allen has the first down. And more. He steamrolls. So the first play in plus territory for the Syracuse offense. They needed that third down conversion badly. That's a backwards pass. This is a trick play. Right back to Garrett Schrader. Can they block it up for him? He gets tripped up. A gain up there as they had to repair the down and distance markers on the sideline. A Quint Allen up the middle. First down. Inside the 20. A Quint Allen again. Nope. A good fake by Schrader. That one he did sell, and he picks 5. Second down and 6 in a phone booth. They just try to play bully ball.
And Florida State's defensive coordinator, that they have to be akin to where he's at on the field.
There's a seam shot. Incomplete. Yamari Hatch, and he'll try from 37. And he's got it.
I still have glitter on my hands.
Exactly.
From all of that.
This is going to go through the back of the end zone for a touchback. All right, how about 3?
Those one-on-one situations down the field. Right now, no one's really making the most of those. They got to figure out who's going to be the one and who's going to be none in those matchups.
Benson hit behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes they're on, sometimes they're not. And it's because today that 3-3-5 has been giving them a little bit of difficulty, and we'll break down exactly how that is here in a second.
Benson again. This time only about a yard, maybe.
Said this 3-3-5, it kind of changes what you have to do as an offense, but you can't lose your identity. And I know that's why they're trying to make an emphasis on running the football, and they got to get that rolling because these guys up front are knifing gaps every single chance they can get.
Here comes the blitz. Slant. In stride. Coleman. First down. College football towns. But we were out last night in College Town. They know the opportunity this team has created for itself.
Oh, yes. They're on the climb, right? They keep talking about that. That's their motto. Climbing to that college football playoff and putting Florida State back where their fans think they should be at.
Travis wants to take a shot for Coleman. In stride. House call. Touchdown. Season for Keon Coleman. He already has 6 catches for 114 yards and now a touchdown. And we're midway through the second quarter. And now it's a 2-touchdown lead for Florida State.
This is exactly what you want to do as a quarterback. Throw it to the open guy. Keon Coleman does the rest.
On his shoulder for their opener against LSU this year and scored 3 touchdowns in that game. And now he's a big play wide receiver.
Very simple, very easy, and great execution by Florida State.
And Syracuse responds. Schrader goes down. Lost the football. It's scooped up. That is a fumble and a takeaway for the Florida State defense. Joshua Farmer gets the strip sack. And Jared bursts with the recovery and the return down to the 5-yard line.
So you're going to see Garrett Schrader come out on the fake. Joshua Farmer closes the space immediately and ragdolls him to the defensive line is that ferocious, they're going to find plays just like this. Garrett Schrader's got to be better with his ball security, but Jared Verse will take that.
He's still doing damage to Syracuse. First and goal. Jet sweep. Two span. Turns the corner. Out of bounds. Sets his team up. Now second down and goal. Travis in the flat. Right at the pylon. Incomplete.
Try to make it to where the offense is held to 3 points. This could be the difference in whether this game gets out of hand or Syracuse still has a chance.
Travis lobs back corner of the end zone. Broken up. Our analytics department says this is a bad decision. Fourth down and goal from the 4-yard line. And a huge opportunity for the Syracuse defense. Can they get a stop on downs? Travis rifles one. End zone incomplete.
Walking off the field with some help. We'll explain. Highlights coming your way. Back to you, Bob.
Here. So if Syracuse can do just that, they can flip the field at least, but they certainly want to go get points.
This is going to be delay of game. As Schrader turned to call timeout, he realized the play clock had wound.
Syracuse has to give them a reason not to cheer.
Schrader from the goal line. Goes down at the 1. Breathing down their necks. Roll out for Schrader in the end zone. He wants to take a shot into double coverage. Out of bounds. Hoping for Amari Hatcher.
Block these unbelievable pass rushers for Florida State.
And Keon Coleman in midfield. Low kick, line drive, returnable from the 45-yard line of Syracuse. Starts right, cuts it back to the left. Has an alley. Coleman tripped up at the 15-yard line. And a late flag throw. Couple of late flags dropped. Aiden Bailey saved a touchdown after a 29-yard return, but there was an altercation well behind the play, and 2 flags were thrown.
Man, what a return. See what you got, Mr. Ref.
There are 2 fouls on the play, 1 live ball, 1 dead ball, both against Florida State. During the return, holding number 12. The penalty would be 10 yards from the spot of the foul. After the play, personal foul, face mask, number 12, return team, 15 more yards, be first down, Florida State.
So Conrad Hussey cost his team at least 25 yards in total. A couple of penalties with under 5 minutes to go before halftime.
Yeah, you see him right there in the middle of your screen. Keon Coleman does a nice job setting up the block. No, there's no way that was it. I think it wasn't that guy in the middle of your screen. It was
the State. Still great field position at their own 46, but they are now on their side of the 50, and there goes Trey Benson. They seal it up on the edge, and Benson 19 yards to the 35-yard line.
To handle at 221 pounds, and he can hit the home run. So Syracuse better do a much better job of getting him stopped before he gets going.
Number 1 in the ACC in yards per carry. They go right back to him. And then to start the second half, because remember, Florida State starts the 3rd quarter with the ball as well.
Correct.
Play action. Travis, well protected. Finds the check down, but Benson can't hold it.
But Rocky Long has to get his defense to keep their offense in the game right now.
The architect of the 3-3-5 concept. See if he brings pressure. Florida State said they expect some zero pressure in this area of the field. There's a handoff to Toafili, and it's probably 4-down territory. The backup quarterback in the game, Toafili, takes the direct snap and goes up the middle. So your antennas have to be up.
Hands in that situation.
Marlowe Wax made the stop. You could see he was clearly short. So now what can Syracuse block for the Noles offense? Wide receiver screen, and they block it up. They cannot.
With it, who has the best receiving corps in the nation, led by Roma Dunze.
Garrett Schrader, roll out on 3rd down and 10. Into double coverage. This time, it is home.
Going, but Damian Alford has to be a part of this offense in a big way for them to even have a chance at coming back and winning.
4-man rush. And a little down.
Struggled with their run defense, but Coach Fuller is going to commit guys to the box when he has to.
Check down. Allen heads south instead of north. Another rollout for Schrader. The pursuit coming. And he throws it away. Just ran out of time.
By drop backing and throwing the football. So that's why they're doing it.
Coleman, fair catch. At the
Yes.
So do you take a sack there? Is that just kind of knowing time and score and thinking it's better to go down if you're the quarterback there rather than to throw it away?
Yes, it is. And we'll get back to that after this play.
Travis with time now finds a crosser in Destin Hill.
It being coached into him.
Three-man rush. And that's dropped. A chance to pick up a first. And remember, Syracuse still has 2 timeouts if they get a stop here. Travis, the crosser, wide open to true freshman. So now they'll go empty. Syracuse forcing the checkdowns, at least forcing Florida State to bleed time off the clock and not pick up chunk plays. They'll rush 4 here. The pocket protection good once again. There's again a check down crosser. This time.
Die fast, right? Dying slow, you're going to play coverage, try to force the offense to piece together 10, 12 play drives, and that's working perfectly here in a 2-minute drive.
The ball comes out sideways on gets second and 22. Not sure if Jordan Travis is 100% okay as they'll run it here with Toafili. And now you think Dino Babers would call timeout. Let's see.
Really start getting to a quarterback.
Travis to throw. Screen to Benson on 3rd down and a mile. So the final timeout.
Tough kid. He's fought through so much. You don't want to see him go down.
Astromano to punt. And DeMarcus Adams hoping for a chance at a return. Rugby-style kick, end over end. Fair catch, forced. You're a game management master. You gotta love it.
On 4th down, one near the goal line and the other obviously
ready to come out and start the second half, and that is exactly what has happened. But they'll begin with the ground attack at Trey Benson.
Having a great running game, so getting Trey Benson going early here in the second half is not a bad idea.
Empty backfield. He's going to take a shot for Coleman again. Broken up. Oh, that's
All 11 guys as one.
2 4th down stops for the Syracuse defense in the first half, keeping this game at a 2-score deficit. And a 3rd down to start the second half. Seam shot. That time it connects to Jaheim Bell.
And he finds him in a hurry.
Gain of 27. Screen out to the edge. Arion Williamson.
Being out, it's good to see him getting involved early here in the second half.
Tunnel screen. The freshman Destin Hill.
To be in coverage situations, they want him to be in ones like that where he can knife in and make tackles in the backfield.
3rd down and 9. 3-man rush with a spy. And a crossing drop.
And of course, Ja'Kai Douglas dropping that underneath route certainly doesn't help you, Florida State.
Astromano forces a fair catch at the 7.
Like or not be existing the way that they're used to. Their teams are playing at a really high level this year.
False start here as they tried to go direct snap to LaQuint Allen, but a miscommunication with the offensive line.
False start. Number 70. Offense. Half the distance to the goal. Still first down.
Out because Florida State has been dominating them when you talk about in the trenches.
LaQuint Allen,
3 wide, as you see him doing right here. Got 4 wide receivers.
Play action. Slant, knocked down at the line. It down. Had it not been Brown, it would have been Deloach.
There you go.
Looked like there was anywhere for that ball to go. Right up the middle. Allen on 3rd down. Really. So they need Jack Stonehouse to try and change field position as Garrett Schrader. And the frustration continues for this Syracuse offense. They get pinned deep. It's a 3 and out. And a pretty good punt here from Stonehouse. Drives Coleman all the way back to his own 33. Bounce.
Return team, number 3. At a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. In 1st and 10, Florida State.
Some of undefeated teams in those 3 leagues.
A 9-some.
You got Michigan and Ohio State. Boy, that could be a huge game at the end of the season as well, depending on how things shake out. As Jaheim Bell gets loose. High step into midfield. An ankle tackle.
Trying to find his way to the end zone. Oh, nice job.
Benson gets a push. Still on his feet. Not going down easy to the 20.
Man, just continually falling forward, working those legs, using his size to his advantage.
Benson again. Running through arm tackles to the 10-yard line.
When you come to tackle Trey Benson, you better bring the entire truckload or he will run you over.
There he is again. Down to the 5-yard line. Benson runs through another tackle at the line of scrimmage. Gets inside the 2. For the first guy, very rarely brings down Trey Benson.
Nah, 100% right there, Bob. The first guy rarely does. And it seems like Mike Norvell, offensive coordinator Alex Atkins, came on the second half and said, we're going to run them over. We're going to show them that we're the number 4 team in the country.
Travis, this time the fake to Benson. Syracuse buys it, and Barron can't bring down Jordan Travis before another Florida State touchdown.
What a nice job there by Jordan Travis. Reading the second level of the defense, seeing that Justin Barron was stuck behind the defensive end and couldn't react fast enough to keep him from getting in the end zone. Way to use that quarterback-driven run in the red zone. They don't do it too often, but in the red zone, it becomes their bread and butter.
A quarterback that was booed a couple of years ago, that thought about giving up on football, continues to now add to his record for most touchdowns responsible for at Florida State. Make it 87 total now for Jordan Travis. 2 on the ground, 1 through the air.
Well,
Kickoff through the back of the end zone. Another touch.
Lasso and got to change that name to Griffin.
I like the action photo as well with the fist pump going.
That's good. Shot put, javelin. Let's see what else we got.
That's 5.
A high jump. And I'm missing one there. Did I say long jump?
Not yet.
I don't think I said long jump.
Got it all
Good. We got all 7.
We could stay married.
Thank you for saving my marriage.
Allen with a cutback.
Be able to get 2 yards, but it certainly feels like it's 4 down territory.
Breaking free. LaQuint Allen. Couple of stiff arms breaking tackles. And a field goal on the one other drive they got into plus territory. Schrader. Out of the pocket. And it's going to hoist this one down the sideline.
Want to make sure we shout him out for doing his job and doing it effectively.
Muffed snap. Schrader picks it up and throws it up over the head of Donovan at 10. From the 40-yard line, this might be a free play. Patrick Payton jumped. Why not take a shot? And turning around and making the catch is Hatcher. That's good for a first down into the red zone. Smart by Garrett Schrader. Knew he had a free play. 22 yards.
Defense, number 11. That penalty decline.
Maybe it'll start making Schrader feel in more rhythm throwing the football down the field.
LaQuint Allen brought down at the line of scrimmage.
So much tenacity at that second level. If they can get at his legs before he gets past the line of scrimmage, they have a better chance of stopping.
There's the toss. And Allen able to carry.
Which means that if you're Dino Babers and Jason Beck, continue to lean on him as much as you can, even though you're down by this much.
Schrader, tipped ball incomplete. And you think they
go down the field and see a result on the scoreboard of it. There's a psychological battle that they could potentially win here by making this field goal.
And they also take a delay of game penalty because they were running a player on late. So 4th down and 6 now becomes 4th down and 11. But kicking the field goal here, you're still down by 3 scores with 5:17 to go in the 3rd. And this is only the 2nd drive of the game where Syracuse has crossed the 50-yard line.
And I think that's their mindset. It's like, listen, man, we'll take points wherever we can get them right now.
I guess if the goal is to make the score respectable, but they miss out on even that. And continues to quietly put up some of the best passing and overall quarterback numbers in the country. Bob Wischusen and Robert Griffin III. Chris Button here. So a Philly to
This season, but the best thing you right now, sleep.
wide receiver screen. And that's good for a
back. But it's awesome that he's talking to Charlie Ward and Jameis Winston, two of the greatest quarterbacks this university has ever seen.
Syracuse shows blitz. Little zone read. So a Philly. Close time every week to talk to Jordan Travis. That's what it is to be a Knoll. There's a shoulder fake. And a long check down to Kyle Morlock. That looks to be
because they've had so many great players. And I can tell you right now, there's not a lot of defensive coordinators that are getting a lot of sleep when they have to face him. This guy is efficient with the football. He's shown extreme growth from his first time playing, even all the way back transferring from Louisville to now. There's not many guys that you would sit there and say, this guy is a bona fide better quarterback than Jordan Travis.
long out.
But when you look at a guy like Brock Purdy, who's not the tallest man in the world,
right,
and his effectiveness and being able to extend plays, Tua, Drew Brees did it when he was playing.
There's a screen, and that was well read. It's a 50-50 fight for the football, trying to rip it out in 14 season, where they were competing for national championships and were ranked in the top 5 27 weeks in a row.
Yeah, you're going to see Keon Coleman right there in the slot. That is the guy that they want to get the football to here on 3rd and 7.
Travis into a tight window, and that one's broken up for Holder. But can't hold right now, obviously, because he's playing with the club on his hand. Flags down. As it looks like the play clock wound down.
Offense, 5-yard penalty.
It might not look as beautiful as Caleb Williams or Michael Penix Jr., but he gets the job done. And I think teams will love him when they get him in the meeting room.
Ball start, number 0. Offense, 5-yard penalty.
As the other guys, but what he can do is continue to lead his team to wins. And when some of those guys falter down the stretch, maybe he'll get more consideration.
The market rate.
Hey, they wrote him off, but he ain't right back though.
Trader looking for room to run. Had room to run, instead unloads to the sideline, and smartly so to Damian Alford.
Bad boy out, go 5 wide, and give Garrett Schrader more running lanes and passing lanes to throw it.
Instead, it's LaQuinn Allen.
Not today.
4-man rush. There's a one-on-one again for Alford. Incomplete.
Alford needs to run his routes full speed, and then if he gets a back shoulder, awesome.
All-out blitz on 3rd down and 7. Schrader off his back foot. Incomplete. Hoping for down.
They always said, hey, when you call that all-out blitz, you got to get home. And right there, Florida State got home and got a hit on the quarterback, causing him to miss that wide-open receiver.
Line drive kick. Returnable. Keon Coleman. Breaking tackles. Still on his feet. He's got a convoy of blockers. Coleman lets some of those blocks happen out in front of him. Looking for a cutback lane. Finding it. Down inside the 10-yard line.
Oh, my gosh.
1st and goal, Florida State. 74 yards on the return.
What a return by Keon Coleman. You see him make one move. He makes another move, breaks some tackles. That man's out there running. He's got more moves than the military family. You're going to watch him continue to set up his blocks, continue to go. He's not trying to go down. Oh, no, he tries to stay up all the way for 74 yards. You want to talk about raising your draft stock. Keon Coleman is showing that not only can he run across the middle and make plays, not only can he run double moves and make
Trey Benson to the 5-yard line. Enjoying a Florida State dominant performance inside as we start the 4th quarter. Goal to go for FSU. Another quarterback run. Jitterbugging in the backfield and running right.
Yeah, you're going to see Keon Coleman right there in the slot. And they've got an inside out on him with Justin Barron in the safety.
Travis over the middle. Bobble bouncing around and almost intercepted on the carry. Off the hand. Leon Lowry probably had the best chance at it. And instead, Ryan Fitzgerald from 29 yards. Tacks on 3 more to go. And let's listen to some of Josh Storm's pregame.
All day long. Hey, go shine today. Go be great. Oh! I got you. Hey, go be great. Have fun, man. Have fun there, brother.
Strength, and that's why Florida State has been able to be great late in games, because there's nothing that they're not prepared for.
Quarterback change and conditioning coach at Baylor.
100%. And, you know, I can appreciate a guy that obviously has the connectivity with his roster and with the team, but also who has great hair and a great...
And Carlos Del Rio Wilson at quarterback. 3rd down and 8. Jawan Price and LaQuint Allen flanking Wilson to the backfield. Here comes a blitz. Off his back foot. Tight window, incomplete.
Is really making a name for himself here as a 5th-year senior.
I said with all those gaudy numbers that LSU has put up offensively.
These other guys who are playing in these close games because their defenses aren't that good, but he is a phenomenal football player.
Trey Benson for a...
I still have the account, but I don't need to hear everything from everyone else during the season. It's extremely hard for these players during this era and the brands that they have.
Today, have to go through with everything on the outside. When we talked to Mike Norvell, he said that, you know, right now it's the hardest time to be a student athlete ever.
Keon Coleman moves in the open. Not paying attention to social media is a good jumping off point for players and for announcers, by the way.
No doubt about it.
Benson. 3
That I don't only focus on what you can do to get better and what your coaches are telling you to do so you can get better is the right path for a lot of student athletes.
Toa Philly. Close to a 1st down. Chris?
Just be able to do, but he didn't have the apps. He didn't have all the social media on it.
Flip phone was underrated. As is Lawrence Toa Philly. Looking for the end zone. Style points for Florida State.
Wow. There by Lawrence Toa Philly, man.
50-yard touchdown.
He got there in a hurry.
Balanced attack now for Florida State. 284 through the air, 184 on the ground, and we still have close to 10 minutes to play.
Yep, and you're just going to watch Lawrence Toa Philly, Toa Philly.
So they will stay undefeated to start off the season. Big game against Duke here at Doak.
Coming your way after our game in Tallahassee. Bob?
That is must-see team.
Goodness, it's going to be unbelievable. And when you have a guy like Michael Penix Jr., who's, you know, really stirring up all of the excitement there for them, and the receivers, Roma Dunze, Jalen McMillan, Jalen Polk, they're going to go put on a show, and it's just a matter of who has the ball last. It feels like it's going to score a ton of points.
Jawan Price. For a couple
so beautifully. I always say he's a lefty, but he throws it just right.
I see what you did there.
Appreciate you.
Play clock tearing his pants in half. I'd like to have that video sent to us. Right?
I was going to say.
Or is that only you?
That's all, Bob. That was only me. I did not rip my pants on purpose.
You destroyed your pants.
But they definitely got ripped.
3rd and 8 and a design rollout. And that is broken up. Good hands by Fentrell Cypress to knock it.
Play right now, they're doing extremely well. Only giving up 3 points here to a team that seems to be struggling.
Well, 9th punt of the day for Jack Stonehouse. And this one driving Coleman back to the 15-yard line. He is tough to bring down. Coleman weaves his way to the 28-yard line before being tackled from behind. So Jordan Travis's day is done, and Tate Rodemaker gets a chance with 8 minutes to go.
Let's hope he doesn't rip his pants.
The swing one to Keziah Holmes. Ooh. Good block out on the edge, and Holmes.
Last season, he is a seasoned backup, I would like to say.
And off to Keziah.
What you mentioned in that's big time. And I'm sure Keziah Holmes is making his entire lineage proud after that run down the sideline, let alone just being at Florida State and having a chance to chase his dreams.
And getting a chance to play here in the 4th quarter. Right back to him. And uphill.
And he's grateful for all the tough times and the fans maybe not always being in his corner, because now Florida State is back where they should be, at the top of college football.
A screen, busting into the secondary. With a chance to find the end zone. Hakeem Williams. Pouring it on now, the Noles, with under 6 minutes to go.
You want to talk about Hakeem Williams. Look at this cut right here. What up? Oh, my goodness. Trying to put that man on his cheeks like a toilet seat. What a run and what a finish. You talk about style points. Some of these young guys are getting in there and trying to make a name for themselves as well. Maybe they can contribute later in the year, too.
There's a freshman. That's pretty impressive when you can bring talent like that off the bench. No Johnny Wilson today, but still plenty of explosive plays for the Florida State offense. 37 all-purpose yards for Keon Coleman. And Chris Button has even more on Keon.
No, a different Coleman line passes to be able to watch it up close and personal next week.
That is amazing and heart-wrenching all at the same time. The thing he went to with each player we asked about was the person that he thought that player was.
Oh, yeah.
Up the middle again, Jawan Price trying to get a push.
No something that he wouldn't do himself. And the line he actually told us yesterday that really was illuminating to me was he's never asked a player in any of his programs to trust him. He's always gone out and earned that trust.
Price on the screen. Out to midfield. Defensive linemen that have started at least 30 games coming into today.
Right.
And a 7th offensive lineman that also has rotated in as a starter. As Price picks up 5.
Like he doesn't know what cookies and cream is. Come on, Booger. We know you like them cookies and cream. Come on now.
Price gang tackled. 2-yard shy of the first.
Not only are they experienced, but they've been through the fire. And a lot of those guys, not just on offense, but also on defense, that could have went pro and went to the NFL, decided to year
that really spirited win they had over Oklahoma, the Cheez-It Bowl in Orlando in front of a sold-out crowd is 4th down and a half yard here for Syracuse. They'll run it, and picking it up is Jawan.
They come back, and when they're playing, they're 23, 24 years old. And we got a lot of 22, 23, 24-year-old college football players right now.
Have a lot to do as Valari catches a little screen out of the backfield with a half minute to go. Not only
quarterbacks that are not just vying for the Heisman, but also draft slot position. There's a lot on the line in that game.
Rio Wilson's going to take a shot to the end zone and nearly dropped it
right now, and they're still trying to go and score points.
So Del Rio Wilson. He's going to take another shot over the middle. That's broken up.
Schrader going to continue to be their guy. And then, two, how can they put him in the best position with the skill guys that they have to score points in ACC play?
Florida's
and for the players and coaches, focus on that 1-0 mentality. It's all about Duke, and nothing else matters.
Del Rio Wilson serves up an interception. So Tate Rodemaker takes the knee, and that makes it official.